Hello. How's your day been so far? You're welcome to another episode of Perspective with Yomi Mommy. In this episode, I'd like to share my perspective on the general saying or mentality that you should only borrow people the amount of money that you know that you are comfortable dashing out to them. I've heard this over and over again, and it just doesn't sit well with me. So I just want to share my perspective on that mentality, on that saying. It looks to me like um, the mentality of victim blaming. Like it's almost as if in Nigeria we blame victims when things happen to people. We begin to hear people making statements like, even you too, why did you go there? Why did you do that? Why did you dress like that? So that statement of you should only borrow people the amount of money that you know that you can lend them looks to me like victim blaming, because why should someone come to me to ask me to borrow them money, and then when it's time to pay back it becomes a problem, and then I become the one that will be told to, hey, you should have not borrowed them money and all of that. Instead of us promoting that mentality, why don't we promote people should only borrow money that they know that they can pay back? People should only borrow money when they know that they have plans to pay back. Why don't we together educate, or should I use the word educate, or chastise people when they borrow money and they don't pay back? It doesn't sit well with me. If you come to me as a friend and you ask me to borrow you money, I expect you to pay back. And if for whatever reason you are unable to pay back based on our agreement, I feel like you should be responsible enough to reach out to whoever you are owing and let them know that, oh, the agreement won't work again. Can we have another plan? Because if you borrow money from a bank or a loaner, won't you pay back? So why should you then borrow money from your friends and not pay back? It's grossly irresponsible to borrow money from your friends and not to pay back. Things happen, yeah, I know. And if things happen and you're unable to pay back when you initially told them you should pay back, it's only responsible that you reach out to them and let them know, why should I borrow you money? And then when it's time to pay back, you suddenly develop amnesia and you cannot remember that you borrowed money from me. It's very unfair. And if, for me, as a matter of principle, I will borrow people money, but I will collect my money back, irrespective of how much it is. I will do whatever it is to borrow to collect my money back. Otherwise, I will just not borrow people money. But nobody should come and tell me that statement of only borrow people the amount of money that you know you can dash them. No. If you want your friends to dash you money, tell them, oh please, I need so amount of money. Can you give it to me? So if they are giving it to you, let them know that they are giving it to you. But not come to them with the intention of borrowing, and then when it's time to pay back, they suddenly become your enemy. It's very wrong. It's grossly irresponsible. And I personally will not continue to be friends with someone who borrows money from me and doesn't pay back. No, I will not be friends with that kind of person, because I am not that kind of person. If I borrow money from my friends, of course, and I pay back. If I cannot pay back, I'll reach out to them way before. From the moment I realize that I cannot pay back based on our agreement, I'll reach out to them and let them know. But don't guilt trip people and tell them, hey, you said we should have not borrowed them. No, it's totally wrong and unacceptable. Let's do better, please. The topic is a sore one for me because I've lost a few friends because of things like this. So I hope that we have learned something today and that we'll begin to do better. When you borrow money from people, honor your agreement with them and pay back. And if for whatever reason you're unable to, based on your agreement with them, reach out to them. Don't pretend as if you can't remember that you borrowed money from them, and then wait till when they now start reaching out to you, then you now start playing the victim. It's very bad and irresponsible. So till I come your way again in another episode, it's bye for now.